Hi everyone, welcome to part 6 I believe of the Mega Update. Part 5 or part 6, I can't remember now. We're going to tackle the non-horrors DVDs, so got a fair few to show you. So I'll start with a series that was shown when I was younger, but I never actually watched this series. I didn't really like it to start, but now I've watched it I actually really enjoy it. So it's Dragon Ball Season 1. So this is the opening series to the whole Dragon Ball saga. This is the story of Goku as a little boy. So like I said before, I never really liked this when I was younger. I was more of a Z fan, but now that I'm older and I've finished watching the entire series now, I've come to appreciate the Dragon Ball series. So that's Season 1, so it's pretty much meeting Goku, and it goes right up to the start of the first World Tournament, I believe. I could be wrong with that, I'm not too sure. Next is Dragon Ball Season 2. Again, this is pretty much the Red Ribbon saga, so wasn't really my favourite saga in this series. I know a lot of people like the Red Ribbon Army, but I don't know, I wasn't too impressed with it. Next is Season 3, which is the Fortune Teller Barber saga and the end of the Red Ribbon Army saga, I should say. Which, yeah, so it was okay. I did like the Fortune Teller Barber saga. That was pretty cool with all the monsters and whatever, the monster fighters. Next is Dragon Ball Season 4, which is the King Piccolo saga and the Tien saga. The King Piccolo saga was brilliant. It's all I hoped it to be, really. I mean, I saw the Dragon Ball Evolution movie and I really didn't like that movie, but it just goes to show how bad it was when you watch the King Piccolo saga. So yeah, it wasn't good, but the saga was brilliant. And then the last chapter in Dragon Ball, which is Season 5, which you've got the Piccolo Junior sagas, parts 1 and 2. It's pretty much, whoops, that was CDs. This is, we pretty much meet Piccolo's character from Dragon Ball Z. So he's Piccolo Junior in the World Tournament, and it pretty much finishes the season with Goku getting married to Chi-Chi. So it was pretty cool stuff. I mean, like I said, I appreciate the Dragon Ball series more now that I'm older and watched it fully than when I was younger and I watched it out of sequence. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Next is anime movie, and it's Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. I really liked this movie, really well done. I liked the animation in it and I liked the story, so it's pretty cool. And I'm really looking forward to watching Resurrection of F. It looks really cool, so yeah, bringing back Frieza, just giving him a new transformation as well. I mean, Frieza was one of my favourite characters as well, so it's pretty awesome. I don't know if I've shown this one before, but it's Dragon Ball Z Season 4, the Trunks saga. Well, you got a bit of Garlic Jr. in this as well, so it's pretty cool. So. Next we have Dragon Ball Z Season 5, where you finally get to meet Cell. So yeah, Cell was my favourite character in Z. It's awesome. So you get right up to I think where he absorbs Android 18 in this box set. So pretty cool. Next is Season 6, the Cell Games saga, which was my all-time favourite saga. I really enjoyed the Cell games. I mean, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's father-son Kamehameha was brilliant, just awesome. There's a really brutal death for Cell as well. I mean, you just see him completely obliterated, just get disintegrated. It's brilliant. A good death for a bad character. Well, not bad character, but you know what I mean. And Dragon Ball Z Season 7 is next. I didn't like this one. This was the start of the World Tournament saga, where Gohan's growing up and is going to secondary school or high school now, whatever you want to call it. And you get to meet Goten and Kid Trunks and what have you, and Videl. I don't know, I didn't like this one. I found it really boring, really slow. Then we have Dragon Ball Z Season 8, which was a Majin Buu saga. It picked up a little bit in this, but I have to admit I'm not a massive fan of the Majin Buu sagas. I found it really slow and quite boring compared to the Cell saga. I mean, you had a lot happening in the Cell saga, and it was. I mean, this one it's okay, but I don't know. I wasn't a fan. But I need Season 9. Then I think I've completed the Dragon Ball series on DVD. So yeah, I'll soon find out. And then I've got Season 1 of GT. I mean, there's only 2 seasons of this, but I did quite like GT when I was younger, so it's pretty cool. You got Black Star Saga and Baby Saga, well, the start of Baby Saga, so I mean, Baby Vegeta was awesome, so yeah, it's okay. So I'm looking forward to getting Season 2 of GT. Next is Bleach Series 8. I love this this series because this Series 8. Well, I don't know. Like, I know that it's like based in arcs, but I'm just going by DVDs. Like, this is Season 8, and it's got the final fight with Grimjo and Ichigo. So and that's like one of the best fights in the entire series. So really enjoyed it. Next is Bleach Series 9, which is the Shusuke Amagai series. Again, it was okay, but it was a filler season, really. It was okay, but it was quite boring. I mean, the last fight was kind of good, but I don't know, I wasn't a fan of it. Now, next is a series I used to watch when I was younger all the time. I used to, back when we didn't have DVDs and it was all videotape, I used to make my mum and dad tape this series every time it was on, and it is Season 1 of the Gargoyles. It's a Disney series. I had to import this really because we didn't. The UK haven't got any DVDs, and it's a shame because this series was brilliant. I mean, I think there's only 15 episodes in this series, but it just brings back so many memories. It was my favourite show when I was younger, and I think a lot of people did like it. It was really popular, so that's Season 1. Next is Season 2, Volume 1. Again, this is an import. It's got some of my all-time favourite episodes in this DVD set. I mean, I know what my favourite ever episode was. It was Legion, where they go inside Cold Stone's mind with the virtual reality technology. But it's a really cool series. You've got lots of fun episodes in this. You've got episodes featuring the Pack, Cold Stone, loads of other things. It's really enjoyable. And then we have Gargoyle Season 2, Volume 2, which was the end of the Gargoyles main series, and then afterwards it started, I think, Gargoyles A New Beginning or something like that. Again, this DVD is pretty much all the episodes where they travel around the world. Avalon sends them around the world. So you've got episodes where they meet the Pack in Egypt and what have you, and Jackal turns into Anubis. And you've got when they meet Dingo in Australia, the Dreamtime. Lots of great stuff in this. Next is Batman, the animated series. Series 1, I believe. It just says Volume 1, it could be Series 1, I don't know, but it's got some great nostalgia there. I was told when I was younger I did used to watch this on telly, but I can never really remember it, so I'm just glad I got it on DVD now. And then we have Batman the Animated Series Season 2. Again, great stuff in this, great fun stuff. Sticking with the DC theme, we have Arrow Season 1 and 2 box set. I've been following Arrow on TV ever since Season 1. I do like it, but I have to admit it is more Batman story than Green Arrow. And quite a lot of the characters are involved in it are Batman characters. Saying that, I could be wrong because I'm not really a massive DC fan. It's just like Batman I like, but so I'm not massively. Don't really have a lot of knowledge about Green Arrow and what have you. But from what I've found so far, quite a lot is like Batman related and not Green Arrow. But it's okay. It's entertaining. Next is one of my all-time favourite sitcoms. Great British comedy here. Porridge. Starring Ronnie I've forgotten his name now. Ronnie Barker, yeah, I can't forget his name. I was going to say Ronnie Baker then, but no, Ronnie Barker. Brilliantly funny, this, highly amusing. If you're really into British sitcoms, definitely check this one out. It's absolutely hilarious. I mean, this is a complete collection of series 1 and 2, along with Christmas episodes. The only thing it doesn't have is Porridge the movie, so yeah, you'll have to check that out at some point. But yeah, really funny stuff. I mean, quite a lot of it now, which was said in the series, you couldn't really get away with now on television. It's a bit like Fawlty Towers. If you was to do something like that now, you'd never get away with it. Speaking of Fawlty Towers, if you've been listening closely in the background of these videos, I'm actually watching Fawlty Towers now. So yeah, so if you're wondering what's in the background, it's Fawlty Towers. Right, on with the films. I may have shown this one before, but it's Godzilla. I wasn't really impressed with this. I've watched it a couple of times and I'm still not that impressed, so which is a shame because I was really looking forward to watching it, but again, I might have shown it before. Another one I might have shown before is Django Unchained, and in fact I'm pretty sure I have shown this one before. This is great, really liked it, so a lot of people have seen it now, so I'm not going to speak too much about it. Again, it's another one because it's been such a long time between videos, I really don't know. I mean, I keep saying it, I might have shown it, but I'm being honest, I cannot remember what I have and haven't shown, so this I might have shown it in between this two. Really funny, another great British comedy, like originally sitcom but now movies, but great stuff. Next is a concert DVD, and it's Dio live in London Hammersmith, Hammersmith Apollo I should say. It's great stuff. If you're a massive fan of Dio, check this out. It looked like an awesome concert. Played in the year I was born as well, 93, so you got great stuff in this, like Holy Diver, Heaven and Hell, you know, Hollywood Black, so yeah, it's great stuff. Next is Iron Maiden Flight 666. That's the documentary that they did when they was doing their Flight 666 tour. So yeah, it's great stuff. A lot of people have seen this. A lot of fans, I should say. Next is another concert DVD, and it is the Big Four live in Sofia, Bulgaria. The Sonisphere of you got Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax all playing on one stage. Well, in one concert, and then you know, they join for one song, which is Diamond Head's "Am I Evil," and it is the best cover I've ever heard. It's just a shame that Slayer wasn't on the stage. I don't know why they wasn't on the stage, but you know, you got the rest there. Anthrax, Megadeth, and Metallica all come together to sing it, so it's bloody brilliant. Next is a movie that when I was younger everyone was going on about, and I always said I'd never watch it and I'd never buy it, but I can remember one day on TV there was nothing on to watch, so I thought I might as well watch it and get it over with, and I did actually enjoy it, and it's taken me all this time to get it on DVD, and it's Kidulthood. I mean, pretty much with this movie, I'm going to offend people here, but I don't mean to, but this movie is like everything I hate about England. I don't know, you'll understand why, because it's lifestyle based. I'm not being racist or anything like that, it's just lifestyle based. It's really that I hate about Britain, but it's been done in a really good movie, and I really like this movie actually. Yeah, I can remember like when it first came out, everyone was going on about it in school. Have you seen it? I kept saying no, it's enough. I don't want to watch it neither, but you know, I did end up watching it. I did enjoy it, so I had to eat my words there. Next is its sequel, Adulthood. Not as good as the as predecessor, but it is still pretty entertaining. It basically follows the story of Sam Peel after the events of the first film, so it was just okay. Now, next is a film that I watched, and when it came out everyone was saying how good it is, and I'm the type of person where I've got to watch it to say how good it is. I can't just jump on the bandwagon like everyone says, oh, it's a really good film. But yeah, I watched it and it is one of my all-time favourite movies. It's really great and inspiring. It's the theory of everything. I mean, a lot of people said how good it is, and you know, I just didn't want to jump on the bandwagon without seeing it and saying, oh yeah, it's good, it's good. But I did really enjoy this, and it's not really the type of film that I'll go for, but I just had to watch it because I've always been interested in the life of Stephen Hawking. So I think it's just such a shame that such a brilliant mind is trapped in that body, but it's a really inspiring movie, and it's just a great story, and Eddie Redmayne has done him proud there. It's a really great story. Next is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I used to love these guys when I was younger, so I had to get this movie, and I used to love the old movies as well, and I am trying to get them on DVD. I just keep forgetting about them. Yeah, great fun. Next is a really cool animated movie. Highly recommend it to anyone who likes like obscure animated movies that aren't. I don't mean like Disney or Warner Brothers or anything like that. I just mean standalone animated movies, and it's Rock and Roll. I mainly got it because like it's like rock and roll sort of stuff, but it's really, really great. Highly recommend it to people that like animated movies, like obscure animated movies. Next is another TV series, and it's The Osbournes Season 1. I love The Osbournes. I watched all the series when it was on telly, so I mean, I love Ozzy anyway. He's brilliant in this. I mean, I watched God Bless Ozzy Osbourne, and they say that it was like his worst point doing the Osbournes. He was at his worst point with his drugs and his drink, but I can't help but laugh. I shouldn't have laughed at it, but I did laugh because it was funny. And then we have Season 2 of The Osbournes. Again, I've just got to say the same for the first series. I did laugh at it. I shouldn't have laughed really because it's sad, but it is funny as well. And I can't get Season 3 or Season 4. I don't know why, but can't find them. Next is a pretty cool sci-fi movie, and it's The Maze Runner. I haven't read the books, but I saw this and it was all right. So yeah, I might pick up the books to read. So it's pretty cool. Next is quite a bad sequel to a good martial arts film, and I didn't even know that they made this film until I found it on DVD. It's Man with the Iron Fists 2. Again, it stars RZA as the Man with the Iron Fists, or Thaddeus, whatever you want to call him. I don't want to ruin it for people, but it's not as good. Well, not nearly as good as the first one. I mean, this one is so cheaply made. All I say is Man with the Iron Legs. So yeah, watch it if you want to, but I don't recommend it. Next is one that it took me ages to watch this movie. I don't know why I didn't watch it. Well, I know why I didn't watch it, because I'm really not a fan of the director. But finally got around to watching it and really did enjoy it. So it's Inglourious Basterds. So a lot of people know about this. I don't need to speak about it. So it took me a while to get it and watch it. So yeah, eat my words there. I'm not a fan of Tarantino, but I do like that movie. Next is another animated story, and I suggest if you played the video game, don't watch this movie, because this movie is completely different to the game, and it's Heavenly Sword. When I say completely different, I don't mean everything's different. I mean it's pretty much the same story, but some bits of it you'll think, oh well, that didn't happen in the game, or it happened differently in the game, which I didn't like, to be honest. I played the game, even though I found it really hard to play, I did really enjoy it. So and I was disappointed with one thing in this. The voice of King Bohan. In the game, it's Andy Serkis, who everyone knows as playing Gollum in Lord of the Rings. he did an excellent job in the game, but then they replaced him in this animated movie with Alfred Molina, aka Dr. Octopus. I'm not disrespecting him, I do like him as an actor, but I don't think he fit the part of King Bohan well in this. Andy Serkis played it a lot better, so it's an okay movie, just don't expect a movie of the game because it's different in some parts. Next is a really weird one. It was not what I was expecting, but it was pretty cool. And it's Ex Machina. Yeah, it's just really weird. I don't really know how to explain it really. It's good, but I don't know. It leaves you thinking. I've got another animated one for you. Again, it's one that I used to watch when I was younger. I used to really like this movie, and for some reason it used to really make me sad as well, but I think that's why I liked it. And it's an Australian movie called Dot and the Kangaroo. I used to have it on VHS. Don't know how I got it on VHS over here, but I did, and it used to be one of my favourite films, and I don't know why, but I can remember it used to make me really sad to the point of crying this, but I did like it, so I thought I might as well get it on DVD because I'd not seen it for ages. And it used to scare the hell out of me as well. The one sequence of people that know seen this movie will know the Bunyip sequence or the Bunyip song, and it used to really scare the hell out of me. Right, coming to the last two non-horrors. Next one is Divergent. Again, not read the book, but watched the film, and I did quite like the film. It put me in mind of the Hunger Games a little bit, but it's okay, and I'm looking forward to watching The Insurgent, so please don't spoil it for me. And then the last one, which was a really random pickup, I just picked up because the cover looks really cool, and because it says from the people who brought you Apocalypto and The Raid, and it is called The Deadlands. Don't expect anything good as near as Apocalypto. It's alright, this movie, but nowhere near as good as Apocalypto or The Raid, come to think of it, but still pretty entertaining. It's more like I think they're Aborigines, these people. I'm not too sure where they come from, but I think they might be Aborigines. But it's a cool movie, but not as good as Apocalypto. Right, so that was it for the non-horrors. Look for the next part, or parts. I think it's got to be one last part, and it's got to be the horror movie. So see you later. Bye.